cannot believe they had me come here on my day off. Whatever. They don't appreciate anything I do anyway, so why should this be any different? At least I'm getting paid. So let's do this. Wait, stop. That's not me. My name is Amy Foster, and I was actually asked to come here today and speak with you about employee engagement and retention. So, anybody recognize that person in the opening? No, not your teenagers. How about an employee? Anybody have an employee that's basically showing up, maybe doing the bare minimum, and collecting a paycheck? Very detrimental, and we need to do something about it. In fact, a 2014 article in Forbes magazine actually pointed out that 78% of business leaders recognize employee retention and engagement as either being important or urgent. That's huge. To get 78% of leaders to agree on something, engagement, retention, huge. Why is it such a big deal? I mean, seriously. Well, turnover, productivity, and the cost. That disengaged employee, they're poisoning your whole staff against you. They don't trust you. They don't trust the company. They hate everything. They're basically biding their time, collecting their paycheck until the next job comes along. Turnover is costly because on their way out, they're, like I said, acting like a cancer. They're affecting every other employee in your facility. So not only is their productivity down, but their coworkers' productivity is down. And once they're gone, you have to retrain their coworkers, get them back on board with the mission, vision, and values of the company, and then train a new employee, and that runs roughly $2,000 just to post the position, orient a new employee, and get things back to where they can function at a normal level of productivity. Really want to make sure that you're recognizing an employee as they're going, before they go down that path, but as they're going down that path, so that you can put an end to it. So how do you recognize a disengaged employee? Well, look at the picture here. We've got gossip going on. Just imagine this conversation. Did you hear what so-and-so is doing? Yeah. Did you hear they're going to be laying off 50 people? Yeah, this place is crazy, blah, blah. Recognize that. Because if you don't, like I said, that one person, she's bringing down the coworkers that she's talking to, and it just spreads and spreads and spreads. Until you're like the lady over here that's just barely hanging on. She's watching the clock, waiting for the day to end. She's not doing anything above and beyond what is absolutely required for her job. In fact, it says here, Rhinestema 2013, the disengaged employees do not only affect their productivity, they also affect office morale by spreading their negative attitude throughout the office. And that's true. And what it also seems like they spread is illness. I don't know if they're actually ill or if it's just a trend that when you don't like your job, you're calling in. Because the disengaged employee's attendance record, non-existent. In fact, I worked in a hospital recently where the housekeeping staff was running around like crazy. I'm like, what is going on here? Are we that busy? Just no. We had 3 call-ins today. 3 call-ins? Are you kidding me? She's like, no, we average 1 call-in a day. 1 call-in a day. What is going on in your department that you're having at least 1 call-in every single day? She said, well, our job isn't important. Nobody likes each other. We're not appreciated. And so they just don't even think twice about it. They just call in. Are you kidding me? Something has to be done about that. Especially in a hospital. We're talking housekeepers. They're your backbone. If the housekeeping staff isn't doing a good job or showing up to do a job, who's cleaning the labor room? Who's getting burns off the walls, the equipment, whatever. Anyway, you have to engage your employees, and obviously You know, that the housekeeper said, our boss doesn't care, we don't care, whatever. How do you expect high production from your staff if you don't appreciate them? And it's true. I mean, the people management article, Proving Coaching Really Works, recognized that the direct manager's characteristics were the main driving force behind employee engagement. And this is true because I asked them, have you spoken with your supervisor? And they said yes, but after we talked to him, he tells us things are going to change, but they don't. It goes back the next day, it's exactly the same. He's telling this group one thing and the other group another thing, just telling them what they want to hear so that they'll leave the office. Nothing's getting resolved. And nobody's happy. He certainly isn't letting people know when they're doing a good job, quick to let them know when they're doing a bad job. That doesn't get your employees on board. They don't trust him. They don't feel like he's got their back. They certainly don't feel that they're appreciated. So how do you make your employees feel that they're appreciated? Catch them doing good. For sure, if a patient calls with a complaint, you're pulling that employee into your office. You're going to at least have a discussion with them, maybe write them up formally. Do the same if a patient calls and says, you know, I had the pleasure of working with Tim the other day. He did a great job and I really enjoyed talking with him. Let Tim know that. Just a little bit of, hey bud, you did a great job. So-and-so called and said they really liked you. Next time they come in, they're going to ask for you. Let them know that. Let them know that you saw them picking up a piece of paper as they walk down the hall. Keeping the facility clean isn't just the housekeeper's job. We all play a role. You know, let them know that what they do matters. Back to the housekeepers. Let them know, you know what? I appreciate you showing up every day and putting in your full 8 hours, doing the best that you can. Really helps this place run. Thank you so much. Simple. It's free. So the employees that they're just showing up to collect a paycheck, they think that's all they want, but if you give them a little bit more, a little bit extra, they're going to also give you a little bit more. And that doesn't mean that it's going to cost you anything. In fact, early in my supervising career, I didn't get that. I'm not a warm, fuzzy, oh, I need praise type of person, so I didn't recognize that some people are. Once I learned what makes other people click and kind of swallow my pride and learn to say, you know what, thank you so much. It's amazing the turnaround from your employees. My thought was, well, yeah, it's not like they're doing anything special. They're simply doing their job, and they get paid for that. Well, a mentor of mine said, are you signing the check? Well, no, of course not. I'm not the owner. She's like, exactly. So you're giving them nothing. What do you mean? She's like, the owner of the company is paying them, and you're giving them nothing. The least you can do is give them praise. Light bulb moment, that was huge. Just because I didn't need it doesn't mean that they didn't need it. I started, and it was hard at first. So I started easy. I brought donuts. Who doesn't like donuts? And I would thank them. I'd like, you know, you guys met goals last month. I would like to give you donuts. And then it just became second nature. Hey, thanks. You guys did a great job. And then bring them in on things. Consult with them. You know, they're the ones in the trenches. They're the ones that know what's going on. So I'd say, hey, we need to fix whatever is happening. Do you guys have any ideas? Because I'm in my office all day, but I'm not here at night when the patients are here. How do you see this working? What would you like to try? Oh my goodness. Now they really feel valued because you're actually asking them their opinion. Not only asking them their opinion, but putting it into place. We have a meeting, I'd say, okay, these are the 3 ideas. What would you like to try first? We trial run it. And I tell them, you know, we're going to do this for 3 months and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, then we'll move along. They are so much more bought in to the practice now is amazing. So wrapping it up, basically recognize that sometimes it's the cause of the disengagement. That saying please and thank you goes a long ways, and that retaining your employee is the ultimate goal because it's so costly when they do go. Have a great day. If you have any questions, give me a call. I will provide a copy of the presentation, and just thank somebody today.